Well, this fucker's at it again, but this time he's acting like Hillary Clinton and Mitt Romney, flip-flopping on their ideals when it fits their stupid agenda. Now, this fucker right here, I'll only call him Dennis. I won't call him Riley because he hasn't earned my respect, but to not be disrespectful to him as a transgender person, I won't call him his birth name of Justin. I'll just call him Dennis. Doth Dennis. Anyway, recently this idiot flip-flopped. For earlier, he made a video saying that misgendering trans people is an act of violence, which is bullshit. And now he's basically wanting people to limit what they say just so because it's an act of violence, but it's okay to use free speech when it comes to attacking Trump. I'm a Democrat and I don't like Trump, but I try to distance myself from these fucks.
It's no secret that Trump hates the media. In February alone, he's tweeted disparaging things about them about 20 times.
And CNN has posted a dossier about Trump, which was created by BuzzFeed, which was fake news. Yeah, he had a right to. He mostly just doesn't like news that don't agree with him. He's just like, nope, fake news.
He's made his feelings about the media very clear. Everything is fake news except information that comes directly from him or Fox News.
Actually, it's for him, his news is the only news, and Fox News is fake news.
His supporters, of course, love this. They rally behind him, yelling fake news and believing anything he tells them. That would almost be funny if it wasn't terrifying.
How? He says fake news. Oh my god, so terrified.
It would be funny if he was just Donald Trump reality TV star, but now that he's the president, it's just the casual degradation of our First Amendment rights.
How? How is simply saying fake news degradation of our First Amendment rights? It's just him, not being able to handle it. Just like I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to handle my opinions if I was able to talk to you, but this fucker blocked me on Twitter. I hadn't even said 2 words to the guy. Hadn't tweeted him, hadn't commented on his videos, hadn't mentioned him anywhere. Went to say something very politely to disagree with him on Twitter, blocked. Mostly, I think, because I follow someone that he doesn't like on Twitter. Andy Worski. Ugh. He's not attacking First Amendment rights. He's not coming out going, we are going to silence the media that disagree with me. I will become Mussolini. The press shall only say what I want them to say. He hasn't said that. He just said, you know what? Fake news. Fuck all you.
Oddly enough, Trump supporters tend to claim to be huge supporters of the First Amendment. They often call themselves free speech advocates and cry when someone blocks them on Twitter or doesn't pay them to speak at their university.
Oh, wait. Let's go back. I comment directly, but block me for laughing at that. The fact that you've blocked 7 including me, or 8 including Andy Worski, me, and these 6 people. Steve Shiv's Mark II. What? Yeah, he blocked me and we never interacted, just like, I'm assuming a girl. I mean, this fucker. Oh, yeah, Milo. He was told, people protest him because he's conservative. They called him a Nazi even though he is a gay Jew. He's a Jewish gay man. How can a Jewish, what?
University. And while I don't believe for a second that they actually understand what free speech means.
Oh, and by the way, we don't bitch about when people block us. We're just like, really? Really? You're gonna block me?
means in regards to the First Amendment, they seem to have an even tougher time understanding the free press part of the First Amendment. Here's what the First Amendment says. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
Has Trump basically revoked it? No, he's just simply said, fake news, fuck all of you. What about a right to violently assemble? Because sometimes a person needs a punch in the face.
Now obviously, this doesn't say anything about individuals blocking other individuals on Twitter, or universities deciding that they don't want to pay bigots to speak on their campuses.
Milo Yiannopoulos is not a bigot, you fuck. He's just simply conservative. Basically, everything you don't believe in. Ugh.
But what it does say is that Congress can't make a law abridging the freedom of the press. So far,
and he has not.
Under Trump, Congress hasn't done that, but with a president who actually...
Which basically renders this video moot. It renders... He himself just basically discredited his entire video. So, what the fuck are we doing here?
Calls the press the enemy of the people, it's not too far-fetched to imagine that they would. In fact, Trump has said that the media never will represent the people, and we're going to do something about it. If that's not an ominous threat to stifle the freedom of the press, I don't know what is.
He probably means the press, the press that's underlined underneath are the enemy of the people, and we're going to do something about it, and by do something about it, I mean we're going to show the American people why the press is the enemy. We're going to show them. He's not going to do anything unconstitutional.
In general, the United States is relatively good at having a free press and transparent government, according to Reporters Without Borders. But it's not perfect. In the past, when people have leaked government secrets, they've been punished for it. And
that's because a lot of times they were releasing national security secrets, although I do support Snowden. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Trump has made it clear that he won't be making things any better in that department. In fact, he could be cracking down even harder on them. His administration has already been taking whatever steps it can to impede the free press.
No, he has not. And about the whole cracking down, that's what governments do on leakers.
In a briefing on February 24th, Trump barred prominent news organizations like the BBC, Politico, CNN, the New York Times, Los Angeles Times, and BuzzFeed News, even though...
Wow, BuzzFeed News. Who would not want to block them? Besides, he's not basically saying you people cannot work anymore. You people are fired for life. If I was president, I wouldn't allow conservative news. I wouldn't want to talk to them. All they do is criticize me because I'm a Democrat. I'm sorry for all the stuttering. It is midnight. I am tired, but I told myself I'd do this video. So, yeah.
Allowed in Fox News and Breitbart. That may not be...
That's because they're his allies. Fox News and I guess Breitbart is conservative allies of the Republican Party, while MSNBC and possibly CNN, not really sure, are allies of the Democrats. I'm pretty sure if Clinton was in office, she would be barring Fox News and Breitbart while embracing MSNBC and maybe CNN, and unfortunately, she might have embraced BuzzFeed. Ugh.
Be Congress impeding the freedom of the press, but it's definitely the White House picking and choosing news organizations that will look favorably upon it.
That's what every regime, government on this entire planet does. They choose people who glorify them.
Which is funny, since back in December, Sean Spicer, Trump's press secretary, said that barring certain media outlets would be something that a dictator would do. And really, he's not wrong. John McCain has made that comparison. Even George W. Bush has said that we have to protect the free press.
I don't like Bush, so fuck him.
Things have gotten so bad that even Shepard Smith from Fox News has had to defend CNN. I don't think it's a partisan issue to say that Trump is attacking our freedom of the press.
He is not attacking the freedom of the press, as I said. He just doesn't want to hear it from news that criticize him all the time. I mean, they're right to, because, he's a douchebag, but I'm also defending his right to not hear it from these people.
And that we have to defend that. Because the way Trump discusses the media is very dictatorial. Hitler's Nazi regime used the term Lügenpresse, or lying.
Of course, they're comparing Trump to Hitler. SJWs cannot go 5 fucking minutes without comparing Trump to Hitler.
Press to discredit any media organizations that criticize them. Even today, many countries highly censor their media and only disseminate information through official government channels.
Well, guess what? We're not those countries. And Hitler's dead. And no president in America, no one will be allowed to get away with the shit Hitler did.
And that's exactly what Trump is heading towards. He's insulting and discrediting the mainstream media, which, by the way, is the free press, and he's saying that people can only get valid information directly from him. Now, that would be a messed up thing for any leader to say, but it's particularly concerning when this leader has such a problem with lying. Trump still can't admit that his inauguration crowd was tiny, even though we have photographic proof. And
actually, that one... One second. That was actually before the inauguration act. This one was before the inauguration actually began. It did eventually fill up. This was like, before the swearing in and all that. It's not like someone snaps their fingers and all of a sudden everyone's there.
Have photographic proof, and he keeps claiming that he had a landslide victory in the Electoral College.
Well, technically, yeah, he did.
Even though he objectively did not. As recently as his February 16th press conference, he said that he won with 306 electoral votes and that it was the largest win since Ronald Reagan.
Okay, yeah, he was a bit of an idiot for that, but he's not that he was lying. He just, he's kind of similar to SJWs, as in he doesn't check the facts. And the facts must be for the egalitarian, what the Tsarista was for the Macedonian. If SJWs like him, like this Dennis idiot dare spew their shit, we must show them the facts. Train with the facts, people, and we shall keep our sanity.
Except that he got 304 electoral votes, and Obama got more electoral votes than him in 2008 and 2012. Even just for Republicans, George H. Bush got more electoral votes than him in 1988. His Electoral College victory ranks 46th out of 58 elections, which...
One last thing. Trump boasts. He's a boaster. That's all he ever does.
Is nowhere near a historic landslide. How are we supposed to trust this president and believe only his information when he regularly lies about basic facts?
As I just said, he didn't check the facts, just like you don't usually.
We need the media to be able to call out these blatant lies because Trump clearly isn't going to fact check himself. On February 12th, the senior White House policy advisor Stephen Miller said that the president will not be questioned. If you just listen to the clip of him saying it, it sounds like what you'd expect a dictator to say.
I will agree about that I even said, as you wish, Herr Goebbels. It's like, I am become death, destroyer of worlds, kneel before Zod. But that's just, them being assholes.
Trump
assholes like other assholes.
Then went on Twitter to praise Miller. But the whole point of a free press is to question everything, including the president. The president will not be questioned is the move of a fascist dictator who doesn't care about the freedom of the press.
Actually, in 21st century in America, will not be questioned. It's more, you know what, you're an asshole if you question the president. Yeah, they're just being assholes, not dictators.
We need to be concerned about this, and if you cared at all about the First Amendment, you'd be supporting news organizations that stand up to Trump, not calling them fake news. But hey, getting blocked on Twitter by some SJW is probably the real threat to our democracy.
Actually, it's just really fucking annoying and insulting. Sorry. CNN is fake news, and I'm ashamed to say they're based in my home state capital.
Right? Thanks for watching this episode of Politics with Riley. I'll see you next time.
I hope I don't. Anyway, people, that's my response to this SJW bullshit. At least he admits he's an SJW. Whatever.